Well, hello everyone, it's Kari from sunshineinmypocket.com here with another video sharing a very large stencil. Have you ever used one of these stencils that creates 4 cards at once? This is my first time ever using one of these stencils, but I have a little secret to share. Something that I just learned recently from Heffy at the Ton, and I'm going to share it with you here in this video. So stay tuned. This is a way to step up your stenciling. Let's start out though with these stencils. This is something amazing. Each of these stencils are labeled, like this one is labeled 1 with light pink. This one here says 2 red. The next one is in a little bit different spot. I thought it was going to be up here. And it just says the circled areas will be green, but 3 down here says dark red. So that stencil is actually going to be used twice with 2 different colors. And then this one was upside down, but I turned it to show 4 light green. So you'll know that you're putting these stencils on correctly because they are all labeled. I'm going to start by taping down my 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. And this is some nice smooth cardstock that I know is going to work well with stenciling. So now that I have that taped down, I will place the first stencil and line it up with the lines around the edges. This shows you exactly where to place the stencil, and then I will tape that down as well. Super simple to keep it in place this way. And now I'm just going to start with the light pink. Now this is a little bit longer of a stencil process because you are stenciling 4 panels at one time. It's actually very cool because we're going to make 4 cards in this short video today, all in one card setting. So that's kind of neat. So here's the light pink layer, and you can see that it just looks really neat already. But let's add the second layer, and this is going to be the red layer. Now, of course, you can do these in any colors you want. I like that they label them though, so you don't have to remember colors if you don't want to. You can follow their formula and get a really nice result every time, or you can change it up to your own colors, whatever you want to do. Today, I am just using the colors that they suggest because it's my first time using a large stencil and doing it this way. So I wanted to see how it would turn out. So there is stencil number 2, and look at all the detail it's adding so far. For stencil number 3, this is the one that you're going to be doing 2 different colors. There are some circled areas that are etched on the stencil, and the circled areas are to be done in green. So I am taking a smaller blending brush and just seeing where all those circles are. Mostly it's where the leaves are. And this is the dark green color. So once I get all of those circled areas done, then I'm going to leave this stencil on and bring in some dark red. So I'm going in with some Lumberjack Plaid here. And I'm going to stencil those on also using a smaller brush so I don't get it over the green color. I'm trying to avoid mixing the red and the green together. And once I have that done, it's time for the 4th and final layer. But look at this. Wow. It's already amazing. All the detail. There was a lot of thought that went into these stencils. And I have to say, I'm pretty impressed. So this is going to be Evergreen Bough, and it is our last layer. So this is the light green, and look how it goes right over the darker greens. So the darker green becomes like the center of each of those leaves. It's really beautiful. So take a look here. Now this is where we're going to be cutting these panels apart. See, you're going to make 4 different panels. And so it's going to be super simple to create cards, but here is where the game changer comes in. Now, if stenciling 4 at a time wasn't cool enough, look at, there are dies available that will cut out the white parts of this card panel, so you are left with the most amazing, beautiful design. And this is, wow, I have never seen this before. I was so excited when she showed me this and what you could create with it. So let me cut these apart and I'll show you these panels. Now these are gorgeous like they are. And you can just add some sentiments. Here I've got some fun sentiments from the ton in different colors. You could also do some foiling on there. And these are gorgeous. I mean, they just are gorgeous. But let me show you. So see, you could stamp in the middle of them as well. You don't have to use your cutouts. You can stamp right on the white parts. But let me show you what it looks like when you use those dies that coordinate. Look how gorgeous this is. Now you can use a glitter paper in the background. You can use a metallic paper in the background. You could turn these into shaker cards. I'm going to do a couple of each. I'm going to do some metallic papers, and I'm going to show you how to make a shaker card using these panels. So let's go ahead and do that right now. I'm just going to glue this panel onto some acetate that's cut to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm just using liquid adhesive to glue this down. Now I want this to stay for a while and let this completely dry before I go into the next step. So I will put some acrylic blocks over the top and set that aside while I ink up the background card base. I wanted to add a little bit of color to the card base, so I'm taking that same light pink and just inking up about halfway or 3/4 of the way to give it some color in the background. Now I've got some beautiful sequins here. I've got a Heffy Doodle sequin mix. I've got some from Pretty Pink Posh, and these are beautiful. I decided to go with the Christmas colors, the pinks and greens. This one has some snowflakes in it as well. So pretty. And that's what I'm going to use for this. And I'm also going to be using some Heffy Doodle double thick foam tape. This is the kind that is the really thin, narrow foam tape, and it's just long enough to fit an A2 card. Look at this. For each side, I used a whole strand of that, and now I'll cut some down to fit perfectly on the top and the bottom as well. And that just makes it so easy to create a shaker card because it's already double thick. So I'll peel off those backers, add this to my card base, and seal that up really well. And look at this beautiful shaker that we're getting. Now to finish this off, I am going to add a sentiment. I'm going to use some Tim Holtz sentiments that I have had for quite a few years actually, and I still have a lot of these left. This one says Making Spirits Bright, so I'm just going to add that right there. And then for this one that I'm using some pink metallic paper in the background, I'm going to create one of those sentiments from the ton and add a navy blue shadow to it. That's going to help it stand out from the background just a little bit. So I'll go ahead and glue that on so you can see I offset that just a touch, and I'll add that right here. And this one I'm going to use some silver metallic paper and glue that down to my card base as well. And for that one, I'm just going to use a die cut sentiment that I already have here. This is also from the ton. There are some beautiful Christmas sentiments that they have. So I'll pop that up with some foam adhesive just right there, and it fits perfectly right there. And so let me show you all of our cards today that we made. Here's the silver metallic with a popped up sentiment. Here's the pink metallic. Oh, that's gorgeous in the background. Here's our shaker that we made together. This one says Making Spirits Bright. Then I made one off screen. This one is got some Christmas trees in the background, and this one says Noel. And I just used a sticker for that one to finish off that sentiment. So there's all our cards we made in one setting, so fast and easy with this beautiful, amazing stencil and the coordinating dies. Here's a few pictures to show you. Look how fun these cards are. I mean, they really are jaw-dropping in real life, and I was really amazed. So I just want to give a big thanks to Effie at the Ton for showing me this and making such beautiful, amazing products for us. I will link all the products below, so if you want to go check them out, take a look, you can certainly do that. And I just want to say thanks for stopping by. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back soon with more card making inspiration. Bye-bye.